3 games today in the NBA on a Sunday, and we have to start with the mess that's happening in Sacramento. Things have already been going rough for the Beam team, and tonight was an exclamation on their woes this season. Pacers and Kings tonight from Sacramento, 2 teams that have been going in opposite directions of late. De'Aaron Fox trying to get the Kings back on track. De'Aaron starting it off with a 3 there. Now moments later, De'Aaron again another 3. It's always a fun game when these 2 teams square off because Sabonis and Halliburton facing their former teams. Remember, the Kings lost 3 in a row coming into this game, but De'Aaron Fox has got them off to a good start in this first quarter. In the second quarter, though, the tides start to turn as Tyrese turning it up against his former team. Halliburton with a 3 late in the first half. Indiana down by 1. It's Miles Turner's turn from downtown. Last few games, Indiana's looking like a different team. They've won 3 in a row, and it always starts with their star, Halliburton again. Third quarter and things starting to get ugly in Sacramento. Siakam the and 1. Sacramento's starting to fall behind, and they've been in this spot a lot recently. Halliburton the crossover, Halliburton the 3. Next thing you know, the lead is growing, and TJ McConnell probing the paint and adding to it. Fourth quarter and the wheels falling off on these Kings. McConnell the spin. Pacers up by 13. Now they're out and running, and things going from bad to worse for the Kings. Ben Shepherd a 3. Next thing you know, it's a 24-point ball game. The wheels falling off Sacramento, and Halliburton says good night. Personally speaking, I've been trying to ignore this for as long as possible because I really loved what the Beam team had created just 2 seasons ago. The reality of the situation is this. They've lost 4 straight games. They're now 13-17 on the season, and as we know, the West is so unforgiving. Do they still have time to turn things around? Absolutely, but it just hasn't looked like this team has what it takes to do that. And I'm not placing the blame on DeMar DeRozan, but on a night like tonight, he stands out like a sore thumb. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And from a bigger picture standpoint, this is the team we have to keep our eyes on at the trade deadline. We know about De'Aaron Fox, but would they be willing to trade other guys like Malik Monk, Domantas Sabonis, maybe even Keegan Murray? Who knows? They might have a complete fire sale. And while we spent all this time talking about Sacramento, how about Indiana? 4 straight wins, a big win tonight on the road. They're starting to turn things around. Meanwhile, in New Orleans, Herb Jones and the Pelicans looking to pull off the upset against the Denver Nuggets. Herb Jones starting the night with defense in the second quarter. Herb Jones doing it again on the defensive end, a steal and a 3 for Jordan Hawkins. We're all well aware of the Pelicans' struggles this season, but tonight they were playing inspired basketball on the defensive side. Back-to-back blocks on one end for the Pelicans, on the other, CJ McCollum to Trey Murphy. Pelicans up 10. Third quarter and the Pelicans still in command, up by 10, picking apart the Nuggets in the pick and roll. The rookie Vis Misi with a dunk, now Vis Misi with the block on the Joker. And on the other end, Murphy the slam. Final seconds of the third, Nuggets down by 14, underwhelming all night. Flashbacks of that loss they had to the Wizards. Jokic with a 3 to beat the buzzer, and now signs of life from Denver. Peyton Watson with a block on one end, Jamal Murray the 3. Nuggets down by 3 now. They're back in at 5:45 to go. The Joker misses, but he gets it back, flips it up, flips it in, and 1. Nuggets completely flipping the script in this fourth quarter, up 3. There's the chemistry, Joker and Russ. 1 minute to go. Pelicans down by 1, looking for an answer, and CJ McCollum, the clutch 3. On the other end, we saw Jamal Murray hit a clutch shot in Sacramento. Here goes Murray again, stepping back and tying the game. So we go to overtime. In overtime, Nuggets down by 2, the Joker doing what he always does. But this rookie, Vis Misi, has been incredible for them. Misi gives them the lead. On the other end of the basket, though, Jokic sealing and scoring. Nuggets up by 2, 1:40 to go. Murray no good, but Murray follows it up and lays it in. Now it's a 2-point Nuggets lead, 1 minute to go. Misi the block, but a goaltend is called. The Nuggets escape with an overtime win and a rally, and this one was a balanced effort. Murray with 27, 8, and 4. The Joker, a classic triple-double. And one of my players of the night tonight, Russell Westbrook, 21, 5, and 5. Last but not least, in Toronto, it's the Rockets and the Raptors. It starts with a Jacoby Walter 3. Moments later, Grady Dick finding the rookie again. Walter was really impressive in this game. All of these in consecutive possessions. Grady bringing it up again. Give it to the rookie. Do not leave that man unguarded. The Rockets were all sorts of sloppy in this first quarter. A turnover on one end. Boucher pushing it on the other to Agbaji for the layup. Second quarter, Raptors up double digits. Look at this Raptors defense. A block by Scotty Barnes on the other end. It's battle. He's open. Raptors up 16. Third quarter, slowly but surely, the Raptors lead evaporating. Alperen Şengün the pass, Dylan Brooks the three. Rockets now within one. Şengün again, the spin and the slam. A minute 30 to go, and it's Şengün again. Fourth quarter, 8 minutes to go. Rockets up one. Şengün in the low post and one. Next trip down the court, Cam Whitmore back with the Rockets and back in the basket. Now Şengün taking matters into his own hands on both ends of the floor. The steal on one end, the lob to Cam Whitmore. It wasn't necessarily the most aesthetically pleasing win of the season for the Rockets, but a win is a win, especially on the road in the NBA. Now they're headed to Charlotte for their next game. I mentioned Russell Westbrook as one of my players of the night. The other player of the night tonight, Jacoby Walter. A rookie, he did foul out, but 27 points, 9 of 18 from the field, 6 of 11 from 3. I continue to think if the Raptors get the top pick in the draft, or even the top 2, and add Cooper Flagg or Dylan Harper to this group, they are going to be scary. Fortunately, we did have some bad news that we have to go through in the NBA today. I feel so bad for Mo Wagner. I feel so bad for the Orlando Magic. Obviously already injuries to Paolo, to Franz, now a season-ending ACL injury to Mo Wagner. This team has been as scrappy, as physical, as gritty, and as tough and tenacious as anybody in the league. They don't deserve these injuries, but unfortunately, it's a reality for them right now this season. The other news in the NBA today, Alex Caruso, a 4-year, $81 million contract extension to stay in Oklahoma City long-term. So obviously they made that trade with Josh Giddey, and now they've locked up Caruso long-term. The Thunder's defense is going to continue to scare teams for the foreseeable future. And fasten your seatbelts for tomorrow because we have 14 games in the NBA. Wemby against Embiid. Celtics against those banged-up Magic. Raptors and Knicks. Timberwolves have been skidding, and they play the Hawks. Clippers and Grizzlies, the red-hot Pacers against the Warriors, the Suns and the Nuggets, and the Lakers looking for 4 in a row against Cade Cunningham, who should be an all-star, and the Detroit Pistons.